For you now, a popular salad dressing is being pulled from the shelves.
The poppy seed dressing was sold at Aldi stores.
The Simply Nature organic poppy seed dressing was sold at Aldi stores in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut from August 20th through September 10th. The salad dressing is being recalled because of a processing issue that could have allowed for microbial growth. Now, that's according to the DOH. The lot code is located on the bottle above the label and has a Best By date of February 15, 2023.
You've been trained to identify camouflage on the battlefield. But what about in your own kitchen? That healthy, low-fat dressing or granola bar might look like a safe ration, but inside it's loaded with sugar and sodium designed to spike cravings. In this video, we'll expose 12 pantry items that march under a health banner, but quietly sabotage your energy, blood sugar, and long-term health. If you think you know which foods are your allies, you might be shocked to realize the enemy has been hiding in plain sight on your plate. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. You expect camouflage on the battlefield, but would you recognize it on a nutrition label? A bottle that says low fat might sound friendly enough, but what if the contents are sugar-laden and primed to kick your blood sugar sky high? That's the trap. Food companies understand that perception sells, and labels become their disguise. Bright green packaging, comforting words like natural, and heart-shaped icons distract from what matters most: the list of ingredients hiding in fine print. These products don't march into your home with a skull and crossbones stamped on the front. They arrive dressed as allies, smiling, promising energy and well-being, but many of them act more like saboteurs once they cross your plate. The shift began decades ago when fat became the villain of public health. Newspaper headlines and government campaigns spread the message that lowering fat content was the path to staying lean. Manufacturers lined up to reformulate products, stripping away oils and creams, then refilling the space with spoonfuls of sugar. Removing fat left food bland and watery, so sugar became the addictive bandage.
For you now, a popular salad dressing is being pulled from the shelves.
The poppy seed dressing was sold at Aldi stores.
The Simply Nature organic poppy seed dressing was sold at Aldi stores in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut from August 20th through September 10th. The salad dressing is being recalled because of a processing issue that could have allowed for microbial growth. Now, that's according to the DOH.
Salad dressings once made with wholesome oils were suddenly transformed into sugar solutions, smooth on the tongue but hostile to the body. Each tablespoon carried more sweetness than anyone suspected. What felt like small, innocent servings became a daily drip of glucose that slowly eroded metabolism and kept cravings sharp. One retired nurse found that out the hard way. She kept a bottle of low-fat ranch in her fridge, pouring it generously on her vegetables every single day. It felt like a wise choice, especially after years of warnings to avoid fat.
The lot code is located on the bottle above the label and has a Best By date of February 15, 2023.
12 News consumer reporter Gina Marini has the reason why it's being recalled and what to do if you have some in your fridge.
If you bought this dressing, you should stop using and return for a refund.
But her doctor pointed to something she never noticed. Each serving contained more sugar than a scoop of vanilla ice cream. She wasn't enjoying a health food. She was dosing herself with sugar under the neat label of low fat. The damage appeared in lab tests and fatigue, all traced back to that well-meaning swap. The pattern doesn't stop at the salad bowl. Take granola bars, those convenient rectangles wrapped in earthy tones with bold claims like whole grain and fiber rich. They look like something pulled from nature, the kind of snack that belongs in a backpack on a mountain trail. But peel back the wrapper and the core is often just corn syrup mixed with processed oils. It's not a climbing companion. It's a candy bar with better marketing. One bar may deliver chocolate chips or yogurt drizzle, making it even sweeter than it appears at first glance. For years, busy professionals slipped them into briefcases or purses, believing they had made a careful, healthier swap, only to find blood pressure creeping higher and waistlines tightening. They thought they were resisting dessert, when in truth, dessert had just been compressed into another shape. The deception has help from the very institutions meant to police it. The FDA permits food makers to use broad terms like natural or whole grain, even when the actual product barely qualifies. A loaf of bread can be sold as whole grain with only a sprinkling of actual whole flour. The rest can be refined starch, softened, dyed, and packaged as if it were hearty sustenance. By the time that loaf makes its way to the table, the consumer's trust has already been captured long before the label was studied carefully. The loopholes work as camouflage, and most people don't spot them until the damage builds silently over years. Nowhere is the disguise bolder than with fruit juice. Marketed over breakfast tables as the healthier alternative to soda, it's been drained of fiber and concentration processed until sugar becomes its strongest component. A tall glass of orange juice shoots sweetness into the blood faster than chewing a piece of fruit ever could. The skin, pulp, and fiber that slow absorption are gone, stripped during processing. That means the body receives a surge of sugar at once, nearly identical to drinking soda in terms of effect on blood glucose. A retired produce manager explained what happens behind the curtain. During processing, juice loses much of its natural nutrient profile. It then receives artificial sweetness and additives designed to return flavor that vanished along the way. The carton may boast 100% juice, but that phrase conceals months of storage in giant vats, blending, stabilizing, and boosting with sugar to reawaken lifeless liquid. For the consumer, the illusion of health rests in a colorful glass, when in reality it behaves not far from a dessert beverage. It all echoes the same revelation. So-called healthy staples such as salad dressings, granola bars, flavored yogurts, fruit juices, and even veggie chips resemble candy and desserts far more than they resemble real nourishment. Instead of sustaining the body, many of them chip away at its stability by delivering hidden sugar, sodium, or refined starch where none is expected. The pantry becomes a place where imposters gather, labels polished and claims bold, quietly undermining health each time you reach for them. If the enemy already waits inside the pantry, the task becomes clear. What's the plan to uncover it? How do you defend against these quiet saboteurs before they sabotage long-term health? The health food aisle is a battlefield where the weapons aren't bullets but deception. Packages covered in green leaves and heart symbols look like allies, yet many are engineered as saboteurs. Hidden sugars, refined starches, and sodium operate like traps, waiting for the unsuspecting. What seems safe can quietly weaken the body over years. That's why each shopper needs to act like an analyst in hostile territory. Flip the package, study the ingredient list, and treat every bold claim as enemy propaganda until proven otherwise. Awareness is the strongest defense. Without it, hidden sugars will strike first.